Right, so next page. We're almost through where we're going to get you into these coaching partners here. Okay, the trust and respect questionnaire. This trust and respect questionnaire is really helpful when somebody comes to you and just says, hey, you know, I'm worried that I'm just not getting the kind of results from my people, and you're kind of detecting that maybe people don't trust him or her. Maybe they have lost some respect. And what you'll see in this questionnaire, and this is really valuable for you to fill out on yourself, but what you'll see in here is what it really takes to build trust. And when you go to fill this out, you know, like number one, I'm able to admit if I have done something wrong. Okay, a leader who cannot admit that they've done something wrong is someone that people don't tend to follow. They don't trust them. It's all back to that. Or I demonstrate concern for those I work for and with and those that work for me. Okay, why does that build trust? You care. Yeah. Everybody, for just a minute, I want you to think of someone that you trust so much that you trust them with your life. I mean, you really trust this person. Now just give me a couple of reasons why. Tell me why you trust them. Anybody? They always have your back. What else?
She gave birth to me.
Okay. Aw, so sweet. Okay, so now let me have you, that's cute. So now let me have you think of someone that you really trust that is not a family member.
Sorry.
I should have said that. Think of someone you trust that is not a family member, but you really trust them. Okay, why?
Always tells me the truth. Doesn't lie to me.
They always tell you the truth. They don't lie. Okay, why else would you trust someone? They keep you on track. Mm-hmm. Why else?
They're honest.
They're honest. Why else?
They haven't abused that trust that you don't use one.
They haven't abused it. And how could they abuse it?
By lying or breaking your trust. You're breaking your confidence.
Yeah, throwing you under the bus at a meeting. That's a good, fast one to kill trust, right? Okay. They encourage you. They help you see that you are able and capable. Okay, now everybody think of someone you don't trust. You absolutely do not trust them. Someone that's not a family member. Okay. Why don't you trust them?
Because they're insincere.
And insincere shows up like how? Demonstrate that.
It's fake.
Mm.
Good morning.
Good morning, Amy. How are you? Yeah, that's condescending, isn't it?
Oh.
Okay.
They throw you under the bus.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, their intentions are unclear. Mm. It's all about them.
It's all about them.
Mm-hmm. Me monsters.
I care about my numbers, and you better meet my numbers, but I don't care about.
Yeah.
Gossip.
They gossip. Yeah. So now look back down at this list. Because the people you don't respect are doing these things. Or, I'm sorry, they don't do these things. The people you do respect do these things. You know, look at number 14. You know, you're more apt to trust and respect someone who is open to differing points of view and genuinely take others' ideas into consideration. But what almost feels opposite of that is number 15. You know, people who are squishy, wishy-washy, and are not ever comfortable saying no to you, and they're also never comfortable saying yes, you can't really trust that either. So all the things on this list are all the things that we as human beings strive to be and yet fail at possibly weekly, monthly. You know, I've had people go through this list and I say, make a check mark if you haven't, make a check mark if you've messed up on one of these just in the last month. And most people have multiple check marks. You know? Number 17, they didn't mean to, but they ended up belittling someone, or they were condescending. Now, Beth, you know how to do this, right? That is so condescending, isn't it? Well, I'm sure you know how to do this. I'm sure you can figure out how to solve your little problem now, can't you? Ugh. Right? And sometimes we don't realize, actually, when we come across that way. And it actually takes getting some feedback and asking somebody on your team, hey, is there any way that I come across that is disrespectful or kills trust or demotivates somebody that I really need to work on? Is there anything I can do? Why not give this little questionnaire to your team? Change the wording. Janet is able to admit if she has done something wrong. Janet demonstrates concern for those she works for and with and those that work for her. Janet avoids embarrassing or making fun of others, right? Because if I do any of those things, I'm just killing trust a tiny bit. I'm just losing respect just a little bit. And it's so easy to do. That's the trust and respect questionnaire. Humbling, isn't it?